And it was out in the corner where the off-licence is opposite the town hall. That's where all the drinkers used to sit and drink, because I used to go out there every day. And I see a guy, we just had a little play, messing about, fight, kind of thing. Just for a few seconds just to greet each other, because we was both a bit lagging. And I thought to myself, you know what, I better put the knife down in case the police come. And I pulled the knife out where I was hiding it from, and I walked to a little corner and I put it down. I was thinking, yeah, I better just leave it there, because it's early in the morning and I know the boys didn't get there till about 1 or 2 o'clock. So I was thinking to myself, yeah, all right, then we'll see when they come out here today. And then about 20 minutes later, I see 2 police cars pulling up outside McDonald's and a heap of police jumping out of the cars. I was thinking, well, what's going on there? And I see them running up near the town hall, they're running up the road. I was thinking, where are they going? And they came straight over to me, boy, and handcuffed me. I thought, what's going on there? They said, where's the knife? I thought, oh my God, and I was thinking, good thing that I put the knife down, but the knife was only about as close as where that thing is there. I was thinking, oh God, they're gonna find the knife, you know. So I'm trying to they've handcuffed me now, started searching me, and I'm trying to walk away from where I know the knife is, because I know as far away as I get from the knife, the less possibility they're gonna have of finding it. But they searched me and said, no, I ain't got no knife. And there's always one, as they say, some policemen going, yeah, okay, then search the immediate area. And they searched the immediate area and they found a knife. And that was it, man. I got arrested. I went to court. And I went, this shows you when God's in your life, opening doors and things, believe me, no one can stop him. Well, no one can't stop him anyway, but it can happen just like that. I went to court and I went up in front of the worst magistrate in Camberwell Green Magistrates Court. Right, he's got black hair. If you just look at his face, you can think, you're gonna try it. Yeah? You know, you got the magistrates and even the jailers, and my barrister said to me, listen, this man's hard work, you know. Good man, there we go. So I went up for bail anyway, and he gave me bail. But he gave me bail with the condition that I don't go into Brixton outside the town hall, because they knew that it was an attack and the police tried to interview me about it, but because the background where I come from, you don't talk to the police, end of story. So I run them, I said, no, nothing to do with it, I don't know that it was an accident or whatever, and they left it at that. So the next day when I got arrested outside the place with a carving knife, they just thought, yeah, okay, it was an accident, was it? All right then, well, we're gonna oppose bail, but you're going to jail because we're scared that if we let you back out, you're going to go back down there, and the next day someone could get killed, or you could get hurt even worse than you was the night before. But he gave me bail, so I carried on engaging the services. I had a solicitor from Peckham, I can't remember his name, he was good though, an old guy, he got me bail. I was so grateful when I stepped out of that court, because I was thinking, I used to go to Brixton Prison while I was on my pre-detox course and look at the sweat boxes going into the prison and remind myself that that used to be me. And I used to be thinking to myself, I don't want that to happen again. So you can imagine when I was actually in the sweat box being picked up from Brixton Prison Police Station, it wasn't a good feeling anyway. So yeah, so I got bail, and my bail condition was not to go to the town hall. So I went all right, I carried on engaging services and that. And on the last day before I was supposed to go to court, there's a girl who was being bullied in Brixton, and I used to help her out, trying to stop people from bullying her. I just went into Brixton right opposite the town hall just to see her quickly. Yeah, and something happened outside the library before they changed it now, because it's changed now and it's quite good, where they all used to sit down and drink, and a police van just stopped in the road, and I saw them jump out like they was going to target some man, I don't know what. And the girl came along just as that moment, and she came running over to me. I said, oh, you all right? And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, do you want some money to buy a drink? And I took some money out of my pocket and I gave her the money. And she went skipping off, like running towards a shop. The police in the van actually saw what happened and thought it was a drugs transaction. And I see them jumping out of the van, you know. I don't know why my mind said to me, they're gonna come over to you, you know. I didn't know the reason why, but I was just thinking to myself, like, they're gonna come over to you. So as I started to walk, I didn't want to make it look obvious, because if I started to run, they were gonna chase me. I could see these feet coming up, getting closer and closer and closer, and I thought, oh God, here we go. And I'm right outside the town hall, so there ain't no way I'm gonna get out of this one. And they stopped me and said, excuse me, what did you just pass to that girl? Started searching me, the CRO with me, and I said, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to be outside the town hall, you know that you're under arrest for breaking your bail conditions. And I took me to Stretton police station. Went to court the next day. That was the day I was meant to be in court. I had a trial in Tower Bridge Magistrates Court. I did lie, tried to say that I didn't have the knife. I got found guilty. Luckily though, I only got 100 days. So I went to Brixton Prison. I saw Chris. The next day after I landed in the prison, I already knew him from all previous accounts in Brixton Prison. He came to my cell. My probation officer actually rang him and said to him, go and see if Stephen's on alright. And this man here, I think it was, Patrick, is your name? Graham, yeah, phoned him and said, like, go and check on Stephen. So he came to my cell and saw me. And only weeks earlier, we'd been talking in Brixton, didn't we?
Right outside the town hall.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we had a little chat, and I was telling him about my desire to go to for treatment and all that. And so he's come to my cell, the screws opened my cell, I came outside and landed and had a chat with him and that. I told him what happened. He said, yeah, I know you've got 100 days and all that, what are you going to do? I said, well, I'm going to hope they're going to put my funding on ice so that I'll do my 50 days and I'll get out of it. He's gone, okay, then sweet. And then he said to me, Stephen, listen, he goes, God's already forgiven you for all of the madness and the badness and all the sins that you've committed, yeah? He said, don't you think it's about time that you forgave yourself? Yeah, because all of the guilt and the shame and the disgrace that I'd been feeling, I hadn't told anyone about it. And I hadn't really confessed all of my sins, so that was kind of like holding me back. So when he left my cell, I asked him for a Bible and he said, yeah, all right, I'll bring it for you tomorrow. I went to my cell, got down on my knees and I had a little pray, man, and that was kind of like, it was a relief, man. I felt like a big weight had been lifted off my shoulders, man. And then I just got into my Bible, man. My funder came to see me a couple of days later and said to me, yeah, don't worry, your funding's still safe and that, but there's only one thing, because I was supposed to pick out a detox and pick out a rehabilitation centre. She goes to me, I found a rehab for you. It's called Yeldhall Manor. It's a Christian-based rehab. And she said, the reason why you're going to go there, it's one of the toughest rehabilitation centres in the country, and I think that's somewhere where you need to go. Because like criminality and drugs and drink have been so ingrained in you for so many years. She said 25 years worth of that. She goes, you need to go to a place where I know that it's going to work and you're not going to be able to work your brain on them because the environment and the circle that you've grew up in, you're good at hiding things and you're a good manipulator and things like that. So I didn't have no choice. I wanted my recovery that badly. I just agreed. So she sent me, they come pick me up from Ken Davis, bless him as well, works at Pathways in Brixton Prison, Conscious Ken. I see him during the time when I was in the prison. I ain't taking too long, am I? No. I see him during the time when I was in the prison and I done a pre-detox course called, what was it? It can't to me anyway, but it was for 30 days, the course. SDP, short duration program. I'd done that course there, I think it was for 4 weeks, 5 days a week, and it went really well. And the prisons was full this time last year, and at the 100 days what I got, I had to do 50 days, and they came and saw me because they was giving 18 days back to people as well. So that would have cut my sentence down to 33 days. But I said to myself that, listen, I wanted to finish the short duration program so that it could prepare me, because when my sentence finished, which was the day after my birthday, on June the 10th, my birthday's on June the 9th, I was leaving the prison and Ken Davies was meeting me in the reception and he was taking me there just to make sure that nothing didn't go wrong or I didn't decide to stop anywhere or anything like that. And when they came to me about the 18 days, I said to the man, no, I don't want 18 days. He goes, but you can go home 18 days early. I said, no, thank you. And he's a bit flabbergasted really, but my mind was already thinking to itself that, listen, if you go back out on the streets of Brixton for 18 days, anything can happen. And after 18 days, before 18 days is up, you could be back in the prison. So I knocked it back, and that's when I knew that my determination was getting built up for it. And 3 or 4 days before I left the prison, when my birthday was the day before, I didn't take no drugs on that day, that is astronomical for me. Because for me to be in Brixton Prison, that's my home, Nick. That's on my ends. That's my local prison. I know most of the people in the prison. It wouldn't have been hard for me to get drugs. Some people did offer me drugs and that, but I said no, because the woman from the Lambeth Substance Misuse team said you can't turn up there with any drugs in your system, which was a lie. But she just done that for my own good, so that she knew, because it was my birthday, I wouldn't have to really ask people for drugs. I could have got drugs free. And I went on, which I've never. This is show that I was changing at the time before I even left the prison. I went on voluntary, drug testing as well. Yeah, I would have never done that before. You must be joking, what? Voluntarily? Wow. It was hard enough for me to go when they've come with the form with my name on it. That was hard work to accept that. So for me to actually put my name down for voluntary testing, but that showed me now, retrospectively looking back at it, that yeah, I was gearing myself up to actually getting ready to just say, no, I've had enough of this, man. From living in the gutter, with nowhere to go, nowhere to turn to, everything just sliding down like I'm gonna hit. If I hit the floor, like it's gonna be death now. It's like a last moment before I hit the floor, and I said, God, help me! Because that's the only thing that I could do. There was nowhere else for me to turn to at all. Yeah, that wasn't really an option.